Hey guys, I want to take the mystery out of something real quick. When you have multiple themes, you'll give them whatever names you want. I happen to number mine as I go just to kind of keep track, right? Now, how do you figure out the numbers anyway? Well, it starts with your main one and then it goes from there. So here's the thing. This is not theme 0 anymore. It's theme 1. 0 is the default. So what does that mean? That means this. Go to global variables for whatever theme is active, and it will tell you what the theme number is, like in this case, number 1, right? And that means that on your var sheet, if you were uploading it and you wanted to use theme 1, you would have theme 1 there and nothing else here, right? Because your var sheet, that's if you just wanted to use that theme. This would be theme 1. You would save it, you would upload it, and your entire sitemap, okay, the sitemap will use theme 1, even if the main pages of your website use a different theme. Well, what if I switch to another theme on purpose? What if I go to theme, like let's say 3 here, right? And I'm going to activate that. And let's just see how that looks real quick. Okay. It's activated. It's live. Video blocks. And if I go back to the global variables, yep, now you'll see we're on number 3. Okay. So if I wanted to do a production and I was going to upload the var sheet, same thing now. I was going to upload that var sheet, this one. I would make sure to switch this to theme number 3 if that is the theme I want to use. Well, what if you want to cycle the themes? Well, take a look. 0, 0, and then there's sort of a strange glitch in the system. We have 0, 1, 2, and 3, right? Just trust me when I say add one more number. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just trust me on that. So no matter how many themes you wind up with, just add another number, right? So if you were to create a new theme, guess what theme number it would be? That would mean that you decide to select that theme, say, or select this one, or select that one, or select that one. And when you select a theme, it asks you what name do you want to give it. Make it 5-, right? That way you can keep track of your themes. And then what is the point of having a lot of themes? You can activate whichever theme you want. When you activate it, it makes it puts it here, and it means that this is the one that's live right now. And you can tell this says 3 video blocks, which is the current theme. It's the theme we're on. So it means that all of the settings up here right now are dealing with that one, right? So if I switch to 2, now we're on 2 video banner, and that's the current theme we're on. And so our settings deal with that. Okay, so there you go. That's kind of how that works. So if you were to select a theme to make a 5th one, call it 5- whatever you want to call it, and then you can activate that. What's the point of activating a theme? You can work on it. Go to the global settings, and you can decide if it's going to be fluid layout, box layout, if the sidebar goes to the left, right, horizontal, if the translator tool is going to be on or not. If you want to enable the heading or not. Literally, remember, all your themes are different that way. You can control the set points and the verbiage and so forth for this section, right? Totally independently of your other themes. They can all run on their own steam. And that goes true for typography as well. Every color you want to change, every set point you want to change, fonts and everything else, complete and utter control on each theme individually. Now, word to the wise, basically, theme settings, general settings, and typography are the only 3 things in this section, right? After that, it's download your backup and import your backup, But these 3 here, these are what changes theme by theme by theme. Everything else is shared in the production, right? So pages, all of the set points are shared. Okay, all the themes share that same batch of information. That's extremely useful because it means that we can set up, a 5 or 6 page website UAP wise, and we can just figure out all our different productions, and it's going to create all of these things for us. It's really, really nice. Okay, because the UAP content works for anything. Now, if you're thinking, how do you make organization out of this? Last point I want to make. Remember our brackets. They allow us to go in order and then start over and go in order again for as deep as we go. And that's true for everything, right? So if you wanted to do multiple productions, how do you think that would work? Well, you'd say, I'm going to drag down enough combinations of like service and keyword, if I were to go across, to get all these combinations covered for theme, let's say 0 for that one, right? Then I'm going to start in on theme 1 with its cities, its keywords, its services, its states and state abbreviations. See that? And that's neat because then the brand name can stay the legacy UAP for, however deep it should go for your desires. Then after that, when you switch to the new theme and you're promoting something else, well, that could be like pro billiard tables for sale, right? And then that could be with your pro billiard table theme that you created, theme 5, say, with a bunch of images that show the billiard tables, for some guy, or just general billiard table images, and you could keep on going with that, right? The reason it works, of course, is because of these brackets, because we're not choosing randomly here. We are literally, each row stands on its own 2 feet. For everything that's a bracket, it's going to be the next one, then the next one, then the next one in the list. Okay. Now, it's also cool that there's still variables. We don't want to put brackets around everything. And yeah, by the way, as you can imagine, destination URL applies. Whatever the brand name is, if it's going to be for legacy UAP, and I go down however deep, and I'm going to cycle through a bunch of affiliates, that's awesome, right? And then maybe also I have the different link like to the training, and it cycles through all my affiliates. That's awesome. But then the next destination URL is like for my Billiards Pro guy, right? Starting right here, these links are going to be for that guy. So it's whatever I need for that guy. I'm going to drag and drop that, drag that down however deep for that production. Then I'll do the next production. How many rows are you allowed to make on your panel anyway, right? Like when you come, not themes. When you go into the Varsheet loader and you're going to upload your Varsheet with all your possible combinations for everything you want to generate, and you want to create a bunch of pages, how many are you allowed per panel? 100,000 rows. You can literally do, when you get everything set up, 100,000 rows. Now, you could always just do it in sets, and we recommend that. Add projects as you go, then just upload the new Varsheet and run it. It's going to recreate the same ones and keep going with the next, right? For wherever those brackets are. Coolest thing is this. The URLs are controlled by that, and that. Okay? So as long as these have brackets, these 3, okay, then as you go down with cities, services, and keywords, and you make them line up, and you just keep going, whenever you rerun the pages, it's going to recreate the same URLs from the top down, and then just keep adding whatever you got next. Okay? Now, that's cool. So you're going to recreate the same pages and just keep on going. But you know what's cooler? For wherever you don't have brackets, okay? Wherever you don't, that information's going to update on those pages when you rerun the pages. So you're gonna keep the same, whatever it is you want to be the same, certain images, brand name, destination URL, company name, company address, all that stuff in the beginning, whatever you care about, making sure works properly, right? Let me come back. It's kind of hard to dial in sometimes. There we go. Yeah, like the domain, where you want it to point, website title, email. If there's going to be a form, that's the coolest thing. Can you believe it? The contact form, if you have it turned on the website for the reason of submitting to it, you can have it submit to whatever email address. So the first 100 could submit to one email address. The next 100 could cycle through, guys, evenly. I mean, whatever you want, row by row by row. Okay? That's the purpose of the brackets, so that you know exactly which email goes with which information, row by row by row. Okay? But then once you get past the stuff you care about maintaining, like the company name, address line 1, address line 2, phone, and SMS, or again, you could cycle through the phones, but whatever you want to get past, then it all becomes variables. Whatever you want to be variables is variables. Whatever you want to be static is static. Most people never change any of these var columns. All the columns after external link space, once you hit var 1, no one goes past this. No one really does. No one ever goes through any of these and touches them at all. You don't need to. Okay, that's good for 50 million pages across tons of websites, all right, for whatever keyword combinations you want. So you just deal with the front end, okay? You just decide what you want for your theme, your cities, your services, your keywords, long state, short state. If you don't have cities, long state, short state, drop those column entries and just put no. No means nothing here, okay? It's just when you upload, there should be something for each value, so put no. And then whatever you want for a name, company name, product name, service name, training coach, fitness coach, somebody's name, Tony Robbins. You know, you can put anything in there as a brand name. And then when somebody clicks the link because they're interested and they're going to go, where do you want them to go? Any web page on the internet. Anywhere you could even just download a PDF. It could lead to a submission form for them to submit some information for who knows what, a cash loan, insurance, just to see what they can get. You know, whatever it is you're promoting, any combination of things you want to promote. If you want to be really, really specific about the banners, check this out. You decide which images should be used and how long in seconds the slider delay should last before the next image is shown for however many seconds you want. For the next image is shown for however many seconds you want. How's that? That's pretty cool, right? Anything else? You want to put a video on the page? Stick the video ID, right? That's like the YouTube video minus all the stuff at the beginning that says youtube.com/watch/v equals, meaning video equals. It equals something, and that's what it equals, is the real identifier of the video, and that's the piece, okay? And so on. So these are optional. You can fill in as many of these as you want. You can leave them alone. You can null them out. But you're only going to go so far and you'll hit the end. Once you hit the Google Map API key for being able to display the Google Map for each different city, every page will show its own city properly. All right, once you get past that, there's not much left. Just keywords. Someday you could reproduce the keywords in different stacks, like take a big list and break it into pieces. It's smart. We had a reason to put plus signs in here for external links that go to ask.com or wikipedia.com. All you have to do to get the plus signs, just highlight something that has spaces and then just do a Control H, right? Replace all spaces with a plus sign, right? Hit go. As long as you highlighted the box, it'll only do the replacement in your box, right? If you want to change it back, Control X, just change it back, right? How's that? Easy, okay? And yeah, once you get here, you're done. There's nothing left to do. So this is so fast, right? You can create a 600,000 page website covering as many promotional things as you want within a couple of hours, even with your own unique images. Just sprinkle in your keywords, optionally locations, optionally company information, and hit go. You know, decide to produce your, upload the sheet and then hit however many pages you want, hit go. Takes no time. And then once it's done, it submits the sitemaps to Google on its own. You don't even have to, okay? Crazy. And then if you ever want to refresh the pages like once every other week to make sure that Google knows you're still there, what do? Just come back and hit generate batch. You don't even need to upload the same var sheet again unless you're adding to it. But if you were already there and you already had all that stuff, just come back, hit 100,000, hit 1, hit submit. It recreates everything that had the brackets, and then everything else that's variable, it just picks and chooses. How's that for cool? So Google sees that you're updating your pages, that your pages are fresh and new and changes have been made. They're all still in play. They're all still fresh and new. How's that for awesome? Okay, that's what you get. If you want to get this, where do you go? Website-installer.com. Hit choose your category. Legacy UAP, that's what this is. So that brings you here. You kind of recognize this image from Legacy UAP screenshots. Hit get details. And then when you go to buy it, all you really have to do, because it'll install fast, just fill in your first name, email, state, country, postal code for our accounting records. We just need that. And then promo code if you have one. No need to fill in the company information because you'll control it on the Excel file the way I was just showing you. You do need a domain name. One, you can set one up now as long as you know you can buy it. Okay, and you can come back and do the name servers later. Okay, which is simple. You just call GoDaddy if you don't know how, and they'll show you how to set the name servers. Okay, so just do this part. This is so easy. Okay, once you see how to do it, you'll forever know. It's not hard to understand. Okay, so some domain name. Just don't put in a domain name without checking whether it's owned already, right? So if you need to check, click here. Get your perfect domain name. Put your idea in here. You know, best restaurants, right? intown.com, right? Just make sure you can buy it, right? So, and you want to own your domain name. Don't let anyone else own your domain names, right? Because as your websites start making money, then the owner of the domain name is the one who's benefiting the most from that. You can create an account, hit sign in, create an account if you haven't done it yet, then just sign in, right? Then you're good to go. You can get your domain name, set your name servers, come back here, put it in here, and just continue. Buy. You can pay with a PayPal or credit card on the next page. You'll see the two options are available. Okay. Your welcome email will show you how to log in and what to do. And the full video training is right there. Just click the link. It's actually the same link as in the menu of the website. And you can start in. The training that has to do with what I have just shown you is actually these 6 right here. Okay. And this is like a minute. This is 5. This is 30. Okay. These are longer because they get into the nuts and bolts. But by watching these, you'll totally get where we're going and the power of what we're doing and how you can use it for every different thing. If you want to send phone calls through a forwarder and then be able to record those calls, you're going to spray your pages out across the nation for your choice of industry, the phone number being really obvious. Anybody who happens to land on one of your pages and they decide to click the number to make the call to whoever it is, right? Then you're recording those calls and you can show the companies later that, hey, you're getting them leads. If they're interested, you can work something out, make a better production for them. So easy to set yourself up with recurring income streams. And that can either be by the call or a flat rate by the month, whatever works best for the client. Different ways to go. And if anyone should ever say, okay, I don't want to do that anymore, you know how easy it is to point your phone number at the next guy? Some guys, they just simply have to stop. They're getting more business than they can handle. So what do? You point the phone number to the next guy who says, heck yeah, I could use it, or just point the phone number to someone else, start getting them calls, and then call them, send them the links to the MP4s. They're live online, and just say, hey, what do you think? And the guy's like, oh, that's really awesome. And there you go. No one turns down somebody who's sending them good leads. And all you have to do is put your production up, see what you get going there. And whichever calls are good, those are the guys you call, right? Easy money. Really cool system because you can use this legacy UAP for anything. You don't have to pay for copywriting. You don't even have to change the images. If you want to get new images, go get your image, create your image, or find out on the destination website, drag it in. Easy. And that's pretty much it. The content covers everything. So all you have to do is add keywords and locations, optionally company information, some destination URL. When people click the button to go somewhere, they should go somewhere. Where do you want them to go? Or if you're not going to use that, make the phone number visible. So instead of going somewhere, somebody's going to call somebody. Okay. So there you have it. Really awesome system. And so get going. And yeah, we look forward to getting your project on a roll.